Former President Barack Obama gave Beto O'Rourke a last-minute campaign ad today in the form of robocalls that went out to Texas voters on the eve of Election Day. Now, O'Rourke and his campaign are hoping that the polls are off because right now it shows Governor Abbott has a comfortable double-digit lead. Nearly 5.5 million Texans voted early for the midterm election as the November 8th finish line is in sight.
The reason why we gather today is to turn out more votes.
These students are going to decide the outcome of this election.
Governor Greg Abbott is seeking his third term in Austin. Former Congressman Beto O'Rourke trying to stop him, but polls suggest Abbott has a double-digit lead. Both candidates have logged thousands of miles and spent millions on campaign ads. Sunday, Abbott was at the Potter's House in Dallas and another event in McKinney. And during a one-on-one interview with me, he said his big focus is on flipping Hispanic voters red in South Texas, spending election night in McAllen as he continues to center his campaign on the border crisis.
Do you think that will be a key reason that they click your name on Tuesday when they go to the voting booth?
What the Biden administration is doing on the border is leading a lot of people on the border, whether they're Hispanic or not Hispanic, to vote Republican. They are angry about what the Biden administration has done.
O'Rourke will be spending election night in his hometown of El Paso. Monday, he focused on young voters, holding rallies at Texas A&M and Texas State. I caught up with O'Rourke while he was on the road.
Do you think that all these polls are wrong and not getting a true sense of the energy that you've been seeing in every city that you go in?
If the same people and only the same people show up to vote in this election, probably not going to make it. But if those that we have yet to hear from in previous elections, people who just turned 18, who just naturalized, or for whatever reason haven't voted in a previous midterm or just haven't voted at all because they didn't think it mattered.
Of the Supreme Court's abortion decision and Texas's new abortion law, plus the lack of stricter gun laws following the Uvalde Elementary School massacre, did not move the needle in polls for O'Rourke. O'Rourke stood by his strategy of focusing on those issues despite the polling. In a last attempt to energize voters, former President Barack Obama recorded robocall messages that went out to Texans Monday, supporting O'Rourke and Democrats' position.
On reproductive rights, Greg Abbott has signed one of the most extreme abortion laws in America. Beto O'Rourke will protect a woman's right to choose.
Some Republicans have spoken up, saying Texas's abortion ban should make exceptions for rape and incest. Governor Abbott has not taken a clear stance on the issue.
Do you want the legislature to address the topic of rape and incest?
So there's going to be a lot of bills that will come up on a lot of issues concerning abortion, and we'll see where they go. But my main focus is on protecting the life of the mother.
Voter turnout is expected to be low and has been low. Last week, I spoke to the Texas Secretary of State. He says we can't really compare things to 2018 because he says that was a midterm election that had presidential turnout. And also late tonight, the Texas Tribune is reporting that Governor Abbott's campaign is even admitting that the turnout is lower than his campaign was expecting it to be. So we'll have to wait and see if there's some big surprise or long lines at the polls on Tuesday.